friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here or if you're coming over from the playlist, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Today I'm sharing with you a Foodie Friday collaboration video. These will be posted the first Friday of every month. It is being hosted by Tiffany at Small Town 6 and Jessica at Jessica My Rose. They both have great content on their channels, lots of food content, grocery hauls, recipes, things like that. So please go and check their channels out. I will also leave the playlist of all my YouTube friends who are participating in this collaboration as well. And I know that you will find great recipes. They always bring great recipes when they do these collabs. And I know that it will help you find some recipes you can add to your meal plans during the year. And what a better time than the start of the new year to do that. And my channel consists of cooking and baking, and I do occasional grocery hauls and what I cooked for dinner type videos. If that's the type of content you would like to see, then please click that subscribe button. I would love to have you here as part of my YouTube family. And now I'm going to show you what I made for this video. It's comfort food, something I think everybody likes to eat. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I made for this, and I hope that you enjoy the video.
And for Foodie Friday, this is going to be a spinach lasagna that I'm making. And I always feel like lasagna is such a comfort food. So this is what I'm making today. And you will need some mozzarella cheese. You need at least 2 cups for the recipe, and then the rest will be measured with love. Some spaghetti sauce, and I'm using just the Prego traditional. You can use any that's your favorite sauce. A half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, a 16-ounce container of cottage cheese, and I just chopped up, it was about a half of an onion, of a large onion, 2 eggs beaten, and about 3 garlic cloves kind of minced. And this was a 12-ounce bag of spinach, frozen spinach. I thawed and drained it best I could. And if you don't like spinach, you can always leave that out, add something extra to it, extra meat or something. A pound of ground beef, and you need about 9 lasagna noodles. I only had 8 left. I'm trying to use what's in my pantry, and I only had 8 of these left. So I'm just going to try to make do with that, and hopefully it will work. So now I'm going to show you how to make this and put this together. Very simple and easy. Just brown your ground beef, and I like to season my meat, so I just add some garlic powder, even though I'm adding fresh garlic, a little bit of onion powder, some pepper, and add as much of seasoning as you like. And then I will add a little bit of basil. I do like basil for this. And like I said, I don't measure this. I just kind of sprinkle it on what I feel is about the right amount. Then I will add the onion. And I want to cook that down with the ground beef. That helps to season it. And it also helps to cook those down and become translucent. So just make sure your meat is thoroughly cooked, but before it cooks completely, I will add in that garlic. And then just mix that up and try to crumble up that meat the best that I can. Then I will drain off all of that fat once it's cooked. Then I will add half of the jar of the spaghetti sauce. Do not add all of it unless you have a lot more meat. But for a pound, half of the jar was fine. And then you just mix that in, cook that down a little bit to coat that meat. And this will be the meat sauce for your lasagna. And like I said, if you're not using the spinach, you can always add extra meat to this, or even some hot sausage. I like to add sometimes to my lasagna, and that really helps flavor it. But just cook that down, and you can see how it kind of thickens up a little bit. And that's how you can judge whether or not you need to add a little bit more sauce or not. But I felt like that was the perfect amount. Then to a large bowl, you want to add the cottage cheese. Add the spinach. And I like to mix it up just a little bit before I start adding everything else. Add 2 cups of the mozzarella cheese. So that is what you need to have for this to be thick enough. And once that's mixed in, take 1/4 of the grated Parmesan cheese that you have and just stir that in and fully incorporate that. And we will use the rest of the Parmesan cheese in the end. Then add the 2 beaten eggs. And again, just thoroughly mix everything together. Now take a 13 by 9 inch baking dish, and you want to take some of the pasta sauce that you had left in the jar and put some of that in. You don't have to use all of it because I don't want a watery lasagna, so I try to just coat the bottom just so that way the noodles don't stick. And just take a spoon and spread it out just to evenly coat the bottom. And then the next thing that I do after I cook the pasta noodles, I will add those to over top that pasta sauce. And at first I started, because since I only have 8 noodles, I was just going to use 2 of them on the bottom. And then I start layering it with the that cottage cheese mixture with the spinach. I decided once I started adding the meat to it, I was like, let me add to the bottom 3 of them, and then when I get to the top, I'll just use 2. I just felt like it was better to have the 3 on the bottom. And that's just, you're going to continue to layer this. So add the noodles, add the cottage cheese and spinach mixture, and then you will add the meat sauce over that, and add the noodles again, and you will just repeat that process. Now the top, I'm just using those 2, so that's all I had left, and I just did the best I could with that, and I used what was left of that cottage cheese spinach mixture. As you can see, that's what was left. So 2 noodles probably worked out great. Then I just used the rest of the meat sauce and layered that, and like I said, I spread some more mozzarella cheese on top, and I did that with my heart. So add as much or as little as you want, then add some Parmesan cheese, the rest of it that was left. I sprayed some foil with some non-stick spray and just covered it, put it in the oven on 350 for about a half an hour. Then take the aluminum foil off, let it cook for an additional 9 to 10 minutes until it's golden brown. And you can see the layers there with this lasagna. It is really a hearty meal, very filling, very delicious. It's one of those that I like to make every now and then. It is comfort food for sure. And I just had it with a side salad, but you can have it with a vegetable or with some garlic bread, something like that, or just with the lasagna itself. Like I said, very filling. And please don't forget to check the playlist down below in the description box, along with Tiffany and Jessica's channels. And I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing more like it, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell. That will notify you when I post new videos. Hope everyone has a blessed day. Thank y'all so much for watching. God bless.